Beyond the red horizon, the Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale and the manifestation of dreams. The sun dipped low, brushing the California coastline with hues of amber and crimson. The air was heavy with the promise of something extraordinary. As I stood on the edge of the Pacific Highway, the distant growl of an engine broke the rhythmic crashing of the waves. It wasn't just any engine. This was a symphony of precision and power. A Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale approaching with the intensity of a comet tearing through the atmosphere. I had dreamt of this moment for years. The call of the road. From the moment I first glimpsed a Ferrari as a child, its prancing horse logo was more than a symbol. It was a promise. A promise that life could be bold, untamed, and exhilarating if you dared to reach for it. Years passed, and while the world told me to be practical, I crafted visions of a future where the impossible bent to my will. Tonight, that vision had materialized. The SF90 XX Stradale, a pinnacle of engineering and artistry, now stood before me. Its Rosso Imola paint glistened under the fading light, a testament to Ferrari's refusal to settle for anything less than perfection. The XX division of Ferrari had reimagined the SF90, pushing boundaries most deemed insurmountable. The 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 and 3 electric motors combined for a staggering 1,016 horsepower, promising acceleration that defied reason. The weight-saving carbon fiber components, the active aerodynamics generating over 1,400 pounds of downforce, it was a masterpiece of form and function. I ran my fingers along its sculpted flank. This wasn't just a car. It was a dream brought to life, a tangible manifestation of the belief that you could have everything you ever desired if you dared to believe you deserved it. The drive begins. Sliding into the cockpit was like stepping into a parallel universe. The cabin wrapped around me, minimalist yet pulsating with purpose. The digital interface hummed to life, and the steering wheel felt as though it was molded specifically for my hands. I pressed the glowing red ignition button, and the engine roared like a beast waking from slumber. For a brief moment, I hesitated. Was I ready for this? For years, I had visualized this exact moment, the car, the sunset, the open road, but now that it was here, it felt almost surreal. A voice inside whispered, "You've manifested this. Now own it." With a deep breath, I engaged the throttle, and the Stradale surged forward, each gear shift delivering an adrenaline-fueled jolt. The Pacific Highway unfolded ahead like a ribbon of dreams. The sound of the engine wasn't just mechanical. It was primal, a declaration of power and freedom. The manifestation mindset. As I weaved through the curves of the highway, the Ferrari felt alive, almost as if it were reading my intentions. Every twist of the road felt like a metaphor for life itself. The SF90 wasn't just guiding me, it was teaching me. You see, life and driving this car aren't so different. Both require vision, clarity, and the courage to push beyond limits. Just as the engineers at Ferrari dared to challenge the norms of hybrid technology, I had to challenge the norms of my own beliefs. I remembered the years when I stood at the edge of doubt, wondering if dreams were meant for other people. Those years of watching others live the life I wanted while I told myself, one day. The shift came when I realized that one day begins the moment you decide it does. As the Ferrari hugged the road, I felt every ounce of effort I'd poured into creating this reality. The long nights of envisioning, the relentless pursuit of self-improvement, and the unwavering belief that I was worthy of greatness. It had all led here. The sunset revelation. The sun dipped lower, casting a golden path across the ocean. I pulled over to a viewpoint, the Ferrari idling beside me like a faithful companion. Stepping out, I leaned against the car, the cooling engine ticking softly. In that moment, the world felt infinite. The Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale wasn't just a car. It was the culmination of a journey, a physical embodiment of a life lived on purpose. It was a reminder that dreams aren't distant stars. They are within reach, waiting for you to claim them. As the final rays of sunlight melted into the horizon, I closed my eyes and whispered a silent thank you to the universe, to the car, and to myself for daring to believe. The journey didn't end here. The Ferrari was just the beginning, a gateway to even greater horizons. But for now, as the night embraced the California coast, I basked in the glory of the moment, a moment I had once only dared to dream. The closing thought. Driving the Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale wasn't just about conquering the road. It was about conquering yourself. It was proof that the barriers we perceive are nothing but illusions, and the life we long for is closer than we dare to believe. This car, this moment, was a revelation. It whispered a truth so profound it shook me. Everything you dream of already exists in the universe, waiting for you to claim it. But dreams don't bow to hesitation. They demand courage, action, and an unrelenting belief that you were born for greatness. So, let me ask you, what are you waiting for? What dream has been quietly calling your name, waiting for you to silence the noise of doubt and finally listen? The road ahead is vast, and the horizon burns with the promise of transformation. Close your eyes. Feel the hum of possibility coursing through your veins. Picture yourself gripping the wheel of your dream, the sunset illuminating your path. And realize this: the only thing standing between you and that life is the courage to step into it. This is your moment. The throttle is in your hands. Now dare to press it and leave everything that holds you back in the dust.
Yeah, Ferrari tailor-made, painted red, not a shade. SF90 streets of Monaco, we invade. Charles Leclerc whipping engine loud, crowds erupt. California unleashed, neon glow, tires scuffed. Zooming past the limits, can't contain our thrills. Double X Stradale moves climbing up the hills. Bass pounding heavy, feel it through the ground. Speed so vicious in the city, we're renowned. Monaco nights, lights painted bright. Ferrari flame shoot, cutting through the night. Charles at the wheel, hand steady, grip tight. California's roar, echo chase till daylight. Engine hum melodious, sync with heartbeat fast. Curves grip, moonlight drips, future from the past. Speeding through these vistas, all the dreams are past. Unleashed and unchained, never built to last. Zooming past the limits, can't contain our thrills. Double X Stradale moves climbing up the hills. Bass pounding heavy, feel it through the ground. Speed so vicious in the city, we're renowned. Yeah, peak of the podium, Leclerc reigns supreme. Ferrari's roar, symphony, living out the dream. California paved gold, breaking all routines. Tailor-made machines, stealing seraph's gleam. Vicious in the city, we're renowned. Peak of the podium, Leclerc reigns supreme. Ferrari's roar, symphony, living out the dream. California paved gold, breaking all routines. Tailor-made machines, stealing seraph's gleam.